my dear friends. Welcome to Raya's studio. I am Raya. Today, as the war between Russia and Ukraine continues to fester, with global inflation being on the rise, and the fall of the US stock market, I believe many of you have a certain degree of confusion about the current situation, and the future trend of the cryptocurrency market. Today we will talk about the topics everyone is most interested in. Has the bear market bottomed? When can we start bottom fishing? Will the bull market be back? How high can Bitcoin reach in the next bull market? First of all, as to whether the bear market bottomed, I can tell you for sure that it is not. Whether through technical analysis or fundamentals, I have yet to see the bottom forming so far. Let us first take a look at the situation of the US stock market. Some of you may be curious as to why crypto traders look at the US stocks for trends. What does the US stock market have to do with crypto? Let's take a look at this chart. This is a chart comparing S&P 500 and Bitcoin over the past few years. The line above represents S&P 500, while the bottom, Bitcoin. My smart friends should be able to notice that despite the difference in volatility, the correlation between S&P 500 and Bitcoin is still very high. This means that when S&P 500 goes up, Bitcoin goes up. And when S&P 500 goes down, Bitcoin will follow. Bitcoin simply fluctuates much higher and lower than S&P 500. But why? It's easy to understand if we think about it. For us in the cryptocurrency world, the crypto market is everything. But in reality, it is still an emerging market that has only been around for 12 years. To the more traditional financial market and most investors, the US stock market, being the global financial center, are still the first choice for investment. The cryptocurrency world is just a high-risk emerging asset in the global financial market. So when the US stock market, which brings together most of the world's investors' money, undergoes huge changes, the cryptocurrency world will also fluctuate alongside the entire investment market. When the global financial markets fall, and retail investors and institutions are bearish on the market, the crypto market will not be able to escape. In a bull market, the cryptocurrency world can come out with unimaginable highs. But in a bear market, the declines can be just as violent. Now let's go back to the technical indicators of the US stocks. This is a daily chart of US stocks. The black average indicator in the chart is the MA200 bull-bear divider. Since the end of January 2022, S&P 500 has been running almost exclusively below the MA200. And although there have been a couple of rallies during that time, they were after all, just rallies. And since mid-August this year, S&P 500 has been even further off the MA200. And I don't see any sort of decrease in terms of the trend of the MACD indicator. According to my theory, as long as the trend doesn't weaken at a daily level, then the current low is not the bottom. Next, let's take a little look at the weekly chart of the S&P 500. As we can see from the weekly chart, the current S&P 500 is at an important support level of the weekly MA200. So, will it bottom out? My answer is yes. Since there is no downtrend weakening at the daily level, that means it must break below the current low, which is the weekly MA200 around 3,400. Moving on from the US stocks, let's go back to Bitcoin. This is the weekly chart for Bitcoin. The chart shows Bitcoin breaking below the weekly MA200. And once again, there is no sign of the downtrend weakening. This means that the previous low for Bitcoin is bound to be broken again. Therefore the $17,600 that it fell to last time is bound to drop. So, where will the bottom drop to? Honestly, no one can predict where the bottom will fall to. Even the once-hot online blogger Plan B can't predict the exact trend. But why not? Plan B's price prediction model was based on Bitcoin trends from the past 10 years. However, let's not forget that in the decade since the US subprime mortgage crisis in 2009, the global financial markets have been in a weekly level bull market. US stocks have not encountered a real weekly level bear market, especially after the recent dollar overprint during the pandemic, alongside the inflation caused by the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. Hence, the bottom of the bear market does not rule out a bear market, like that of the US subprime mortgage crisis in 2008-09. If I were to take a wild guess, it's not impossible for Bitcoin to drop even to around $10,000. However, actual prices are never predicted, they are experienced. Even Wall Street institutions with trillions of dollars can't say they can predict where the bottom of a bear market will be. Likewise, I can't either. So, here's the next question. When can I start bottom fishing? This question is much simpler. I'm here to tell you very clearly that if you can hold your position for the duration of the cycle until 2025, then you can start bottom fishing now and make a solid profit. Let's go back to the weekly chart of Bitcoin. Once again, technical analysis. According to my theory, all bull and bear cycles in the cryptocurrency market fluctuate around the weekly MA200 of Bitcoin. And every bull market will come out of a period of rise that deviates significantly from the MA200. So, as long as you buy at a price below the MA200, you are sure to make a good profit. The difference is just a matter of how much money you make. At the moment, the price of Bitcoin has fallen below the MA200, a position I also call the no-brainer investment zone. You can buy at any time. However, you should note that I'm only talking about the bottom of the barrel for Bitcoin alone, but not for other cryptocurrencies. We'll talk more about the others in the future. One last question, will the bull market come back? How high can Bitcoin go in the next bull market? This too, I can tell you with great certainty, the bull market will definitely come back. It may not be soon, but it will come. For the return of the bull market, I would also like to make a bold prediction. As long as there is no force majeure similar to World War III, a nuclear war or a super virus, the bull market will definitely return in 2024 to 2025. Therefore, my troubled friends, do not worry, hold steady. As for how high Bitcoin can rise in the next bull market, allow me to explain briefly. It's still a technical analysis. The highest point of the current bull market is $69,000. According to my theory, each round of the return of the bull market will certainly break the previous round of the bull market high. First, Bitcoin will definitely break $69,000. This is without question. But in the same way I am unable to predict how far the bottom will go. The top of the bull market is also unpredictable for me. However, based on past analysis, the next round of the bull market should top out between $100,000 and $150,000 for Bitcoin. I hope everyone has a better understanding of the current crypto market, now that we've spoken about a few of these topics. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, my friends. This show only represents personal ideas and does not constitute any investment advice. We'll see you next time.